Alright everyone, I'm Ryers, and welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Let's keep going. Alright, first off, I would like to try and find the last hero that we don't have. Where is it? Characters, class. This one here. Because obviously we don't have that one yet, but I don't know if we can get that one at the moment, but this one I believe we can, since we have all the other ones, so let's take a look around the map and see if I can find them. Alright, I see a quest icon here, just a bit down the road. Let's see if this is what I'm looking for.
They're on us. Orders?
Hello. Alright, let's see how this goes. That's pretty cool.
That was spectacular.
And
I have to get used to the animation for the auto attacks. Anyway, what is this?
Well, we've been found. You're on fireland.
Eyes over here. Thanks for the support.
Bite on this. It's all coming together. Noble course.
Too easy. That was to me, and that's what you get.
And I was the MVP. You were all thinking it.
Hello?
Something's made a fine mess of them.
It appears the fighting wasn't all that long ago. There might still be enemies nearby.
What?
The absurdity of battle never ceases to amuse me. What's her deal?
Yeah, here we go.
She a Kavesi soldier?
She's coming this way.
Lives are so easily lost, and in service to all manner of nonsense. Truly, this is why. We'll never be able to stop fighting. Wouldn't you agree?
Can we...
So then, did you help us out just now?
Oh, we're not out of the woods just yet. Seems we have some new guests coming.
Alright.
We're surrounded.
Only one thing for it.
Yeah. Get ready.
Oh, aren't you all just adorable?
This ain't the time for jokes.
I guess you're right. It's way too early to start laughing. Because the fun's only just getting started.
Oh, the Wrath of Ashera. Alright. What? Oh. I thought I got launched up in the air for a second. No, the camera was just moving out. Damage. Yeah, I definitely could have come back to this a long time ago. I do like the auto attack range of this class is pretty high. Not that far though. Okay.
Coming.
Just now. Those were Kavesi soldiers.
Ah, well spotted. They're forces from Colony 11 up ahead.
And going by your appearance, I'd say you're also a Kavesi soldier.
Hmm? Who? Me?
Tell us who you are. What colony are you from?
Well then, if you absolutely must know, I'm the commander of Colony 11, whose soldiers just attacked us.
Wow, cool.
Wow, cool.
Wait, what? Huh? Their commander?
Hang on. Back it up. If you're the commander of Colony 11, then you're... Ashira, the Undying Blade.
Undying? What in the Queen's name? She meant to be some kind of celebrity.
There ain't a defender worth their salt in all of Kevers who hasn't heard of her. She's the commander of a silver rank colony, in the running for the strongest person in Kevers.
Okay.
Getting back on topic, you're telling us you were attacked by your own colony.
I suppose I am telling you that.
But why? What for?
Well, I guess I have given them a couple of reasons. These things happen, you know.
Do they?
Anyway, I'm going to remove Colony 11 from the equation. You guys want to come with?
Huh? Come with? Why? Sorry? Now it's open season? This is all kinds of stupid.
But you're talking about your own colony. Your mates. You'll just go off and fight them.
Sure. One rarely gets to enjoy a battle such as this. Also, I have my own reasons for killing them. Besides, sitting back and letting them keep taking swings at me is not my style. It's just... no fun that way.
I don't think you meant to say that part out loud.
Well, but... why are you inviting us to join you?
Huh? So you're telling me you're not the great and terrible Ouroboros?
Huh? You knew?
Come now. I've heard this personally from the Queen. Every commander alive knows about you lot. As I hear it, you're some kind of rebels, going around wrecking colonies' flame clocks.
That's outrageous. Well, it's also true, mostly. But we don't do it just for the fun of it.
It sounds like you're not everyone's favorite person right now either. What's your goal?
Surely it's self-evident, no? On the battlefield, you have one of two options. Fight and live, or fight and die. When considering the pure act of trading life back and forth, there's no separation into enemies and allies. Not for the killers, nor for the ones being killed. That's something you soldiers should get. More so now you've rebelled and made sure everyone wants your heads.
Like I keep saying, nobody here did that on purpose.
I'm sure. Everyone has their own way of thinking. I'm not trying to say otherwise. In any case, there's a place for you on my battlefield, if you feel like joining. I'm sure Colony 11 will give you a warm welcome. Though maybe not the one you'd wish for.
She's strange.
What is her problem? What in the Queen's Snow White wings does she want from us?
I don't know. But she certainly seems to be after something.
She's trying to kill her own colony for some reason.
Always nice to see a new face.
Sweet, let's poke around.
Oh, don't tell me. Have you actually decided to accept my invitation?
Well, you know, we do owe you for helping us before.
I've never heard of anyone entering the Vault's den just because they owe someone.
But how are you even planning on fighting a whole colony alone? Charging at them head on?
Ah, you must be the tactician. Got it in one point, Dexter.
You're insane.
Oh, come now. We live in a world of strife, of constant, unending war. And you question my sanity?
Know what? Just sounds like suicide to me. Maybe you really have lost it.
Uni, that's too far. Even for you.
Okay, but you did hear her, right?
My colony, Colony 11, guards the castle, and it's rightly hailed as being impregnable. Not a single Agnian soldier has ever broken through, not even once. I fought long and hard to defend this colony. And now I'm going to bring it down. Just one woman. Can you think of anything more satisfying than that? I know I can't.
You know what else you're not thinking of? The moment they open fire and turn you to mincemeat. How's that for a punchline?
If that happens, I'll do my soldierly duty and turn into a lovely corpse.
Oi!
I'm touched by your concern, but they won't be killing me that easily. All of you, I'm sure you've overcome your own share of hairy situations. We can do this.
What would you know? You don't know a thing about us.
Don't be such a worrywart, Uni. We can do anything if you've got our backs.
You're awfully enthusiastic about this, Lance.
You reckon?
Now I think about it, you've known about Ashira since the start. Do you maybe...
Shut up! She's the best defender in Keves! I'm just some nobody. If somebody told you get to fight alongside a legend, wouldn't you jump at the chance?
What an awfully nice thing to say. I'll be looking for some great things from you. Lance, was it?
Well,
Oh, give me a break.
Well then, my dear Ouroboros fellows, what say we sally forth? The battle awaits us, one that's sure to prove a most thrilling distraction.
All right.
It's always good to have a few good battle buddies.
Says the woman who leaps into the thick of it by herself.
Let's check her out here. She's a defender. With A in attack as well, interesting. Arts. Use attacker generated. Physical 1 target. Damage dealt when attacking enemies targeting you. 260%. And a little launch, okay. Blossom Dance. 580. Damage ignores defense, also boosts aggro generated. Okay, so you're just all about the all about getting as much attention as possible. What else do you have? Eye of the Storm. Deals 200% of attack damage when you take damage. That's a defense skill, I guess. Okay, so it's a counter basically. And the Wind Sickle boosts damage dealt when HP is low. Okay, I shouldn't have to worry too much about that. So I think this loadout's pretty decent. For skills, boost aggro generated from dealing damage. Damage that when attacking higher level enemies. That would be nice to have. When nearby allies attacked, deal 150% of attack and damage to the enemy. And reduces damage taken when you're at low health. Okay. And it's gems, you have double strike, attack, and agility. Okay. Looks like you're a dodge tank then. Based on your agility, yeah. Okay. So you're the Dunban of this game, huh? Alright. Attack is evaded, increase attacker's aggro towards user, yeah, okay. Yeah, you got Blossom Dance, so yeah. They seem interesting.
Colony relations changed, looks like.
A surprise attack? Shoot! Come on in! So bring it! Cheers, you're the death!
It's hard to hear the attacks from this class, but its attacks are pretty satisfying.
Got something for you.
Bosses are ranged. Feels like it does decent damage.
No more running. Time to end.
No wonder your little gang is causing waves. You were completely ruthless with my lot.
Do you have to talk about us like that?
Just so you know, we actually were trying to go easy on them.
Oh, no need to hold back. You can wipe the floor with them. That's me giving you the green light as their commander.
I heard of some terrible commanders before, but this one takes the biscuit hands down.
You know, there's rumors that some soldiers in Colony 11 are crazy tough.
Is that right?
All the
Yep.
tough ones
When I
survive.
heard it, they have snipers who can shoot you from behind a mountain. Or specialists who can read your mind.
Bollocks. Those aren't even good rumors.
Ooh, now this sounds interesting. Is there anything they said about me?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I mean, they might have mentioned some things.
Go on, try me. Even though I can probably guess.
They call you Ashira, the Undying Blade. A heroic commander famed throughout Kevers. Another name they use is... that suicidal maniac.
Okay, I see.
Wow, that kind of sucks.
Oh, definitely. I was prepared for anything. But this... It's just so bland, so boring. I was hoping for something with more zest, more bite.
That's what you're hung up on?
If you're finished chatting, I'd like us to get moving. And don't forget, we're smack dab in the middle of enemy territory.
Oops, you're right. Not much time until reinforcements come. I'm feeling a little miserable, but I can take it all out of my men. No problem.
Yep, it's official. We found the worst commander.
Ooh. Heads up. Second wave.
Got you! Eyes over here! Thanks for the support! Thanks for the support!
Right done.
So
Time to get struck. I'm the one you want. Thanks. I'm the one you want. Cheers for that. And I'm stopping you.
So the attack speed on this is pretty good. I think I do have the haste gem on, but still.
Fight off this. I'm the one you want. Cross him. Pieces up. Heal, honey. We can do this. The heat is up.
feels just like it should!
Harpoon easel.
You're a fireland.
Alright.
Something so valuable here.
Do drops decay over time. I haven't actually checked since I... Okay, they do. Since I always just picked them up anyway.
You think you're all that, do ya? Cheers, you're dead.
Yeah, that's good.
Cheers, you're dead.
No more. Heal, honey.
Eyes over here.
Time to get cracked. Nori, feeling good. Locked and loaded.
Not too shabby.
I'm done. Or we grind you into rubber. I'm done.
Keep it up, Neo.
Got some relentlessness here.
I'm the one you want. Sometimes brute force is the answer. Thunder, steel.
You want some more?
I'll keep
bad move.
Mighty Beast!
Someone's angry.
Shield Wall!
Turn it up to 11.
This will give them something to think about.
Taunt pulse.
Let's go! I can feel it in my body. Mighty Beast!
Let's do this.
That's cool.
Sorry.
Now we're here. Colony 11 is only a stone's throw away. The final battle is nigh, ladies and gents.
Before that, there's one thing I want to confirm. Who is leading the enemy?
A type of person you should know very well by this point. Care to make a guess?
A consul. I knew it.
That idiot has delusions of being a tactician. She's the very definition of a narcissist. I'm sure right now she's drunk on the feeling of controlling the soldiers like puppets.
So those soldiers, she's just fleeing them at us against their will, trying to beat us down.
Ugh, what a snuffing creep. Makes me want to hurl.
I wouldn't pay that too much attention. My guys are enjoying themselves regardless.
Oh, really? And how exactly do you figure?
Can't you tell from how much of a fight they've been putting up so far? They're seriously coming for blood. Well, mostly mine, of course.
So, what? The consul doesn't even need to force Colony 11 to attack us?
Seems like a stretch, even considering our current company.
I couldn't say for certain. They're the same as I am, after all.
The more you say, the less I understand. Are you just gonna keep skirting around it?
Whoa, now. No need to sweat the finer details. All you need to do now is enjoy the fight for what it is. The next battle will be even tougher. Which is to say, that much more fun.
Alright, in we go.
All right, eyes up front. The enemy's right ahead.
You're talking about your own colony.
So, the traitors have arrived. Or perhaps I should call you beasts, driven by my hounds.
So you're the consul for Colony 11.
Ouroboros scum. Have a care for how you address me. With a single order, I could have you creatures crushed this instant. It appears you understand. Now stay right there. I will dispose of you later.
What?
First, I'll deal with you, former Commander Ashira. Step forward.
Hey, rude.
With all due respect, Madam Consul, you called us traitors just now. If I, never mind them, am to be accused of the crime of treason, I'm afraid the great consul will have to enlighten us as to the reason. Beasts that we are.
You are as impudent as ever. But I will explain to you this one time. You engage in battle without orders. Use deviant tactics in battle. You openly violate military regulations. And your worst crime of all? Multiple, unforgivable slights towards a consul.
Ah yes, the
Don't
worst crime.
bother trying to deny it. All of the soldiers here have witnessed this.
And as a result, we have brought many victories for Kevers. Aren't glory and military success what the consul desires?
And when did I hand out such orders? Never forget that all of you are pawns. A pawn acts as it is placed on the board. A pawn that acts on its own has no more worth than the mud under my boot.
Jerk. Talking to her own soldiers like that.
However, well, throwing away a silver colony, no matter how rotten, is hardly the action of a wise woman. At present, bringing Colony 11 under my direct control is the more pressing matter.
So, you have no further use for me?
I should think a suicidal maniac like you would cherish being destroyed by her countrymen.
You. Shut your rotten mouth.
I see. And it seems you have been laboring under several misconceptions, Madam Consul.
How foolish. You'll use this chance to spout more drivel.
Until now, Colony 11 would rush off to battle wherever you waved your hand. But you see, we did it because we wished to. If there was a battle we felt was worthy of us, we soldiers would give our lives fighting it. That's all we ever wanted. My soldiers. And myself.
What are you driving at?
Looking at it another way, nothing else matters to us but that. Not even fighting against people who were our allies until only yesterday. And not even obeying someone who isn't worthy of being our master. Is it dawning on you yet?
What? What are you blathering about?
The pawns you thought were faithful to you were truly worth less to you than the mud under your boot. Since the very beginning.
Cease your confounded blathering! This instant! How dare you!
Ugh, this is getting on my nerves. If it's all the same to you, I'd really like to drop it now. So, come and kill me, if you can.
Ha!
If death is what you seek, I'll be delighted to grant you it, you worthless scum!
Wow. She turned into a monster. Now I've seen everything.
Getting scared, are you?
Do I look scared?
No, you really don't. Just forget it.
Ashira, don't underestimate her. She's not like anything else you've fought.
Yeah, I'm getting that impression. Well then, Ouroboros. Time for the fight we've all been waiting for.
Alright, R. Bring it. Let's focus on one of these guys first, though.
Isn't this just damage? Come on!
I'm the one you want.
You didn't try.
Sorry. I'm the one you want. I'll show you. You won't get away.
You're in free now!
Do your duty. You won't get away.
Just fire it!
Give it up. I'll show you. Let me give you a taste. Give it up. More where that came from. I'll show you. Give it up. I'm gonna push through this.
You're pushing yourself too hard!
Careful, Lane.
Yeah, let's do this!
I'll be right there! I'll end it here!
Alright, let's go for the chain attack here, just because I'm curious what Ashira is and can do. And also what the attack of Unity's class is, so.
It's the one I least expect! It's the one I least expect!
Alright, coming right up!
Alright. It guarantees an amazing when a hero completes an order, but they won't reactivate in this chain attack. Okay. So if we end it with her, it guarantees an amazing rating. but you won't reactivate. Okay. That seems pretty good.
Here's our chance.
Thanks. Of course, we only got 2 back because we only used them.
Let's change it up.
Increases damage ratio by 150 percentage points and grants power charge to all allies. Sure. Alright, let's do this one here. Yeah, that's pretty good.
I've got an idea.
Alright.
I might have the answer.
How about something like this?
I might have the answer.
All right.
It's a lot of damage.
You animals! Look what you've done!
You creatures. You're all pawns. Nothing but pawns.
She's still alive.
What's wrong? Go on. Kill me. Isn't that what you want? You animal.
Nope. What?
What?
Queen's wings! Have you lost the snuffing plot? She's Mobius. She's the enemy.
Yeah, but ending it like this... how should I put it? Oh, I know. It's a waste.
Are you insane? In fact, never mind. Forget I asked.
There you have it, Madam Consul. You can make a strategic retreat. Do whatever. I don't mind. If you're planning revenge, by all means, pay Colony 11 another visit.
You bitch!
Or, if you actually definitely do want to die, I have no qualms in speeding you along.
No, you will pay for making me look a fool. You'll pay dearly. Ah!
The Consul. Mobius. She's more dangerous than you know.
Oh, I know that. That's why I'm expecting big things from her.
Wow. I don't know what to say. This woman is something else.
Right. A victory needs fireworks. Make it something big. You came all this way.
Is she saying what I think she's saying?
She does have a point, I suppose.
You guys are a silver colony. You sure about this?
Didn't you hear my speech? I said nothing else matters. Not to us. So?
Well, we know what
Got you.
happens when they get to gold, so yeah, that's probably for the best.
Here we go! There. You're all free now. No need to fight. No need to take life from others.
I wonder if you can really call that freedom.
Care to explain?
My soldiers and I, we were never fighting for the sake of earning life in the first place.
Back up, back up. Surely you had to be, right? I mean, that's the usual setup.
True, true. Normally you'd fight to keep the clock fed. Only natural. Otherwise you're dead. But for us, we live so we can fight. It's how we've lived our lives.
Living to fight sounds kind of awful.
You must understand, now that you've crossed blades with my troops, they didn't follow the consul's orders because they were frightened for their lives. We were using the situation we're in to our advantage.
What's the point of that?
I should think it's obvious. We hope that someday we can have a proper fight to the death, with mighty warriors like you. I've taken part in all these battles to make that dream real. That's all.
I see.
No, not I see, Senna. Just think about it for a sec. These guys have been killing each other, having their own little murder party. It's crazy.
Yep, if you're going to be blunt about it, then that's exactly what it was.
That doesn't make it any better. All this living to fight crap. How many lives will you need to take before you're satisfied? Or maybe you want to die, is that it?
Yes, I want to die.
Good try. Wait, you ain't serious?
Is it that surprising? A soldier like you should...
Grow the snuff up. Grow up, I said. So you want to fight? You want to die? What the snuff is your problem? You come out with all this highfalutin crap, but really, that consul was right about you. You're nothing but a bloodthirsty beast, aren't you?
Hang on, Uni.
Damn.
You listen. You ain't gonna involve us in your stupid, suicidal quest. Just leave us alone, all right?
Uni, that was out of...
Poindexter. Wow, I am pretty exhausted after all this. I think I'll take a load off somewhere. Oh, you can all make yourselves at home. Consider it a thank you for joining the fight.
Ashira, shouldn't we...
Well then, I'll be off. What you do is up to you.
Uni, that was not cool. I want you to apologize later.
She's got a
Please
point,
tell
though.
me you're not taking her side.
Everyone should be free to choose how they want to live their life. Wasn't Ethel the same?
Oi, she's nothing like Ethel, got it?
Well, that's for sure. But you did kind of go overboard there.
Uni, I know how you feel, but could you try?
Fine, you win, whatever. I'll talk to her, will that do?
Sure.
Sake.
I kind of agree with Uni.
Relations
Like,
changed, looks like.
she's murdering people for fun. I mean, like, yeah, that's what she wants to do, but what about the people she's killing? Is that what they want to do? If it is, then, I
Together
mean,
now.
that's what they want, but... Oh, it just seems a bit selfish.
It'd be rude not to. Together now.
On it.
Come to uni. Hey.
Hmm?
I mean... Well, I want to talk about before. I'm sorry. I went too far. What are you laughing at? I'm being serious here.
Ah, no, sorry. It's just, you surprised me. And I don't think you went too far. What you said was the unvarnished truth.
And that stuff about wanting to die?
Even without flame clocks, people die at some point. Be it sooner or later. So, before that happens, I want to leave my mark on this world. Some kind of proof that we were here. In the short time we've been given. For me, that is what I want to achieve by dying.
Sorry, I still don't get it. It seriously just sounds like you want to destroy yourself.
Dying to fight and fighting to die are different, though they might sound the same. If I can make my death mean something, then I can finally prove my life had value. Live fiercely, die spectacularly. That's how I want the battlefield of my life to be. Well, all that said, looking from the outside, all people see is the suicidal maniac. And Colony 11 is the last refuge for people like us. Isn't that funny?
I don't see the joke. You really are insane.
How many times have you said that today?
I suppose. But, you know. At least now I get that you're not enough of an idiot to throw yourself off the top of here. And your life really is yours to do with as you see fit. It's not my place to go off on you just because we don't see eye to eye. Besides, the way you fight, fearless and fierce and all that, honestly, it's kind of awesome.
Yeah? Think so, eh?
What? Revving up for another dig?
No. How do I put it? No one's ever talked that way to me before. I guess I'm happy, maybe?
You ain't embarrassed, are you? You? This is priceless.
Yeah? Couldn't you tell I was joking?
I really seriously hate you.
Aww, that hurts. And here I was taking a liking to you. I mean, from now on, we're all fellow rebels. So, you know. You and I should be friends, Uni.
He is definitely a strange one. Alright, I'm guessing Uni is going to be the inheritor here. Yeah, I figured.
Oh, something.
Colony 11's future. Alright. Accumulates heavy aggro through attacks. Can also counteract when an ally in range has been attacked. Yep.
Can't underestimate a bit of good intel.
We can rest a while.
There it is. For now, I'm going to keep her on Whole Metal Jaguar. I do wish I could have given one of these guys that a new class, but that's fine. I guess I just need to actually fight things my level to get more rank points, so. Because I haven't made much progress in that recently. But there's all these heroes. Anyway. let's see. So, I guess with that,
There really is no place like home.
next step would be to continue the main quest. So, I'm gonna leave this episode here for now. I know it's been a shorter one, but thank you for watching. And I'll see you next time. And take care.